It is the countdown to my August getaway, and I am so excited. Let's go. Hey there, I'm Nico, Alicia, but I am the Nico of Nico's Travel Co. I am so excited to be starting this travel channel. Why document my travels? I am on this journey of self-discovery. I love to travel, and I am on a mission to live travel as a lifestyle. My hope is to really show you how to live it up for your own self. I've just come to a place in life where I've given a lot. I've poured out myself for my job, for my friends, for ministry, and all these things. And I realized, when it came to travel, I have goals, things I want to do, things I want to see and experience, but I was waiting on the perfect time and the perfect scenario. And I realized that I just kept putting off travel the way I want to do it. I found that I was doing all these things that I had to do and I needed to do and I should do, but I was putting off things that I really wanted to do. I've been working really hard to be responsible and diligent in life, to be able to do certain things, but I was waiting to be able to do those things in the moment that seemed perfect and right to me. And those perfect and right moments just haven't happened yet. And I was like, really, it was God who was showing me that I was putting my life on hold when I needed to live my dreams. Some of the things I've been hoping for, I didn't have to keep waiting on. So that is how Nico's Travel Co. was born. I want to provide experience. Well, I want to provide, inspiration, tips, guides to help you create memorable moments for yourself and for your family. And I want to bring you along on my travels. I don't have a travel buddy right now, so you're it. You're my travel buddy. Thanks for joining along. I'm going to take you where I go, show you what I do, show you the places I stay, help you see how I create memorable moments for myself. You may not love to go to the places that I want to go to, but my hope is that you can learn some things that will help you create your own travel memories and travel experiences, especially for those of us who are not planners, but are like, man, if I could just plan better. I need some help, just a starting point. I don't want to have to figure it all out. I don't know where to start. I know I want to do something, but I'm not a planner. Where do I start? You can start here. So thank you for coming along. I have been on a travel planning mission for this year. 2023 is the start of my year of travel as a lifestyle. I had planned a vacation in 2020. Well, part of what happened was when the pandemic started, I hit this block in life. So many things went really, really wrong. As my first spa experience, I had it planned for my birthday. Some friends were going to come and hang out with me. Just a beautiful experience. The pandemic hit America hardcore the week of my birthday in March. So that shut down. Then I had not been able to go to theme parks, Universal, Disney World. I live within 10 hours, within driving distance of Florida. So my family, we would grow up going to Florida every single year, and often, not every single year. And I grew up going to these theme parks at least every other year. We would get to go to one. Hadn't been able to do that for years and years and years. So I planned that for that summer 2020. That of course got nixed. And then I was planning my first European trip, tour of Italy. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. 2021, that had to be nixed too. Oh my gosh, so disappointing. And then I was demoted on my job. So I lost income that way. And then so many other things happened that were just so hard and terrible. Life started to stabilize and get better. And then 2023 hit. I was like, okay. I had planned a trip to Disney World. That was my a week-long trip to Disney and Universal to make up, because what that is not going to make up for not going to Italy. But I planned a week-long trip in March. Starting in 2022, I'm going all out. I had a friend go with me and my parents came as well. We had a bang up time. It was so much fun. But then I didn't get to do everything that I wanted to do. So I was like, come on, plan another trip. So I planned one for September. When I'd gone on a cruise with my parents in 2022, I was like, hey mom, how are we going on another cruise for my dad's birthday? So we went in February 2023 on a cruise. Then I went to Disney and I was like, you know what? I gotta start living my life. So many other things I want to do, like I said, that I just put off because I was hoping to get to do these things in these beautiful ways that I dreamed up in my mind. And honestly, that's been part of the thing for me, is dealing with the disappointment. Dealing with the disappointment of life just not working out in some ways. It's like when you do the things right and still so much goes wrong. It's like, what do I do? So that's where the Lord was like, Alicia, stop trying to create, not like live your life now. It's beautiful now, and you don't have to wait for these great things that you're hoping for to happen to be able to reward yourself. It was like I was looking at some things that I wanted as I can reward myself with this once I achieve this goal. I was like, no, do what you want within reason now, because the time for the things that you've been hoping for, it's still now, even though it doesn't look like what you think it should. So that's where your girl is. We are going to be living it up. So that's how the travel bug started. And, you know, I am a solo traveler for now. Well, I do go on family trips, but a lot of the stuff that I'm doing by myself because I'm the only one I know who wants to do them and have the inclination, time, resources, and desire. So I'm like, why put it off? That's what we have going on. So I had the cruise in February, the Orlando theme parks trip in March, and then I planned another just like Disney trip because I'd done so much research for Disney. Not because I'm like obsessed with Disney. I mean, now I'm becoming an expert on it, but I wanted to do that trip. I'd not gone to any of the other theme parks other than Magic Kingdom, even though we would like come pretty frequently to Florida. With Disney, we only did Magic Kingdom. And then I've gone to the Universal parks, except for Volcano Bay, like several times. Yeah. And planning that, all these other videos started to pop up on YouTube. And I'm like, they have that. Wow, let me look at this hotel. I'm like, this would be a cool place to stay. This would be a cool place to stay. Because I have very specific tastes when it comes to travel. Like, we're all looking for something different. And I want to always feel like a retreat. Like, my bedroom is a retreat space to me right now. I have it set up. I mean, it's kind of messy, but just the vibe I'm going for is relaxing, retreat. This is a fantastic room tour video. Just a nice, relaxing, beautiful, peaceful environment. This is the environment that I want to live in. My hotel rooms like that, I say, and don't have to look like that, but I'm all right now where I am in life is I want a restful, peaceful, beautiful space that kind of has the vibe and the feel that I'm looking for. And Disney just has so many different spaces for so many different vibes. So I was looking into that and found a couple of spaces, hotels there that I really wanted to try. And then it's also a good springboard for me for planning solo travel, because I'm starting locally, figuring out how to travel safely, what it's like to pack it there. I've done trips by myself locally. I think the furthest I've gone on my own to stay somewhere is like 4 or 5 hours from wherever I lived, and I met a friend there. So I go places on my own. I'm pretty independent, but going on long-term trips on my own as a single Black woman is an experience. Like, there's just things you got to think about, things you got to watch out for, and parents that are loving and concerned, which is good. So just learn. I want to, and plus it's still different. Like, even though I'm doing this stuff on my own, I'd rather do a lot of it with people, but part of me feels like I need to do this for my own self-discovery, and I'm looking for something restful and relaxing. I can organize trips. I organized a March trip for my parents and me and my friend in March. I organized a theme park day for us when we went on our family trip in June, which was so much fun. And I have a mini family trip for whoever wants to go that I'm trying to organize next year. And then the year after that, a cruise with some of my siblings. So I do like to travel with family, but I'm also trying to grow and experience life on my own. And like, okay, some of these cool big things I want to do, I got to do by myself. I'm getting my feet wet with something that's doable within driving distance, far enough away to where I'm like, I'm doing it on my own, but also in a space where my family knows it. So if someone had to come and rescue me or something, or I needed someone to be there, like they know where I am, they know the area, all that good stuff. So I'm just getting my feet wet there, and here we are. So for this August getaway, I'm driving down to Orlando and heading to the Grand Floridian, and it's going to be great. I have a particular way that I pack. I'm going to give you an intro right now. So I always have a travel book bag. This is what I coined my theme park book bag. It has a lot of goodies in it. And this backpack, I got it on Amazon. It's the kind that can fit on the suitcase if you're traveling. It's very nice, very clean and durable. It's my theme park backpack, or one of them, because I've learned the ones that have metal in it that's kind of structured. I had one of those and it was not good because I always would get flags going through security. And there I'm taking Matt, and then I'm going to put my camera equipment in there. And then if I'm using a book pack that's big enough, like I have another Vera Bradley one that's bigger than that I will use if I'm not going up to a theme park, but I'm doing airport travel or road trip travel, not to a theme park, and I can keep snacks and drinks in there too. But since that bag is not gonna fit snacks and drinks, I have another bag. This isn't necessarily my snack bag, but it's what I'm using for a snack bag this trip. It's actually a Disney bag. That was just so pretty. Couldn't pass it up. But I will have a separate snack bag that's already got some chips and crackers, and I'll put some fruit and some pickles in there. So I found that I can get some coffee, maybe a pastry on the way, but I cannot eat heavy when I'm doing the driving. So if I pack some berries and stuff that I like, some fruit, I need to get some nuts, and like just great snacks. And I have some sparkling waters and like fruit juice Pellegrino sodas, because I just love those. I got those for this trip. But if I keep some sparkling waters and drinks in my trunk, I also have a travel thermos and a travel water and a travel coffee mug that I'll use. Loud door. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I have snacks. I keep drinks in the trunk. I'll pull out a couple and put some ice in my cup before I leave. And get some walnuts. Healthy light stuff, even though I honestly don't eat fully healthy all the time. I do like to keep healthy snacks on hand. So in that bag I have vanilla wafers, Cheez-Its, walnuts. I'll have some raspberries, blueberries. I love raspberries. Some blackberries and pickles. And that will see me through the whole way until I get there. And that keeps me from getting sleepy, because that's the biggest issue I face when I get on the road. Then I have this bag. My pride and joy for travel. It has what does it have? Oh, that bag is typically used when I do road trips, not when I fly. And then I have it'll be for cruises. I use this for cruises and road trips. So like going to the beach, going on a cruise. I'm gonna put some stuff in there. I have a thing that heats up food that's not a microwave, but hopefully won't get me in trouble in the hotel. I'm not going on a cruise this time, so I should be fine. Makeup bag, glasses case, toiletries, and then I keep cleaning supplies in here and hand soap. And then on this side, I think I have just like what do I have? Yeah, I have like an extra travel purse in there. I keep that packed like that all the time. And then also I have a separate bag with a Keurig. The hotel that I'm going to, this particular room has a Keurig coffee maker. Even then, sometimes I'm still like, it's a no-go. I don't want to use a coffee maker other people have used, but if it's a Keurig, I can handle it. But if I'm going to like a hotel that doesn't have a Keurig, or just has like one of those regular pot coffee makers or something, I have a bag with a travel Keurig. And I keep my own coffee grounds in there, and I'll just buy some creamer wherever I go, and then I will in that bag, I call it like my travel kitchen. I have some like disposable dish towels and hand soap, dish cleaning liquid and stuff like that. But in that bag as well, for when I don't have the Keurig, I have the same thing. So I have some laundry sheets and disposable rags that you can use to like wash dishes and toss it, hand soap because I don't like using the bar soap, and I've got like 6 of those little soft soap things for $7. That's gonna last me for at least a year, if not 2, for travel. And then like room sanitizing stuff, because even if it's not during the Rona times, even though COVID is going back up, unfortunately, even if it's not during that, if I'm sharing a room with someone or even just cleaning up after myself, I just like to have a way to sanitize, keep things clean, neat, tidy. And then, you saw my suitcase, which is overly stuffed. So I'm getting ready to go on this trip. It's going to be a Thursday through Sunday night trip, and I'm going to take you along, show you how we do a solo getaway for the professional adult woman, or any woman who's just looking to like have a nice time, or guy. Come on, men need getaways too. I've had this September trip planned since March, and I have this been another September, like a September trip planned since March, but I hit July, late June, and I was like, I'm not gonna make it. I need to get away. I need to breathe. I just need to like decompress before the end of September. Because I've just been like, this has been a season where life has just been really hard. And so I felt the need to get away, and I'm like, listen to my heart, listen to my soul, listen to my body. Let's do this for me. And so like in September, I'm going to play. Like when we went in March, I'd organized a trip doing 1 park a day pretty much. And it was a lot. I had not been to 3 of the parks, and my friend who went with me had not been to any of the parks except for when she was like really, really, really little, and didn't really have a memory of it other than family pictures. And so in order to get in all that we both wanted to do, or a lot that we both wanted to do, there's some things I had on my list that I didn't get to do. So that's what I'm doing in September. Hopefully I can make it to a water park in September. I'm not sure that's gonna happen. I love water parks, and that's like one place you don't want to go by yourself. So I have also trying to organize a trip for my family next summer, in addition to our normal family vacation. See if we can go to a water park then, or I can get someone to go with me to a water park another day. Just do a special trip for Universal so we can do that and go to Volcano Bay. But that's the story. So yeah, I am going to get some work done, eat some dinner. It's 2 nights before my trip. I gotta wake up, my goal rather, is to wake up super early tomorrow, get a ton of work done for my 9 to 5, so that when I take off on Thursday, I have peace of mind with work and be set up for next week. Thanks for joining along, and I will see you Thursday morning. Here we go.